Hi and welcome to another session of learning new steps on Power BI. Today I'm going to show you what are the ways to share and publish your content with other users or fellow developers or fellow dashboard consumers. So these are the few ways what I've listed down in which we usually share the Power BI content. The first option over here is sharing a .pbix file. The best, simple, cheaper option over here is sharing the files. It is similar to your entire dashboard creation file, which you do it on your desktop to be passed on to other users for them to consume the content. It is little cumbersome process in which you go back to the file what we have, yeah, and we would like to capture a file for the sake of it like this, and we copy the file and we pass this file in a new email, something of this sort like this. Yeah, we can copy the content and pass the file. So moving these files is similar to moving your physical excels, and it is just a different file name, and the functionality is still the same. It passes on the content, it passes on the data, it passes on the visualization, it passes on the relationships. This way is a cheaper way, a free way of passing the data. Microsoft has no issues in passing the data in this way. However, the authenticity of this data is always questioned because it is, as it passes from one hand to another, it has issues of getting modified and edited, which by any chance top management would always not want you to do. The first way of doing things. So this is the first way. Going back, in the second way of doing this is sharing your workspace. This helps multiple people working together. Let me show you how would I share my workspace. I would basically go into my workspace. I would say this, and I would say share. As I say share, what would it do is it would share the dashboards. We can have the members decided over here, who are the members of this workspace, and I can add members over here. So going back, what did we see? This is the dashboard sharing, which we would not ideally want to do it at this stage. Sharing workspace is you go into the workspace, select the workspace what you want to share, you click on the ellipsis icon, you click on it, go into edit or members of this workspace. Once you click on it, it takes you to outlook.office.com, wherein you can say add members, in which I can select somebody like this and I can say add, and you can say closed. I can say remove, and there are two members in this group. I can say edit, I can say please show me who is part of it, discard, and we can have your contacts, and similarly we can go ahead with it. So this is the way in which you would share the workspace. I have edited it, goes to outlook.office.com. Again, I'll show it to you. It goes to the members. When you go into the members, it shows you the member list, in which you can ideally remove if you have to. So there are many peoples in which it is there. You would ideally want to. So this is the way in which two people can now edit the workspace. That's how it is. And this is how it works. Moving forward, the third way of doing it is share of dashboard and sharing of content packs. How do we do it? Sharing the dashboards would always mean you would have to ideally go into the website, select the workspace, and then you can ideally click on share the dashboard. You would have to select the name and the accesses, and then you can add it. So it can allow you to share the dashboard with these three options. One, allow the recipients to share their dashboard so they can in turn further share it with their peers. This is step one. Allow user to build the content using the underlying data sets. So do you want them to create their own dashboard? This is a new option which has come recently in the Power BI. And the third option would be send email notification to the recipients. So do you want to trigger an email when you do this? This is step one. Do you want them to share this dashboard further? It is step two. And while sharing, do you want them to edit your dashboard? That is step three. So these three things are given over here. With this, you can share the content. That's how it is. So we saw how to share workspace. We saw how to share dashboards. we can always share we can always share the workbooks if there are. We can share the reports moreover. So if you want to share a particular report, it takes you to similar screen but with limited content. So when you share the dashboard, it would ideally share the screen what you've built, right? And if you this is how it is, right? So dashboard is different, workspaces are different, and reports is a subset of a dashboard which you want to share. Great. So these are the three things what we saw. Going on, we can also share a content pack, but the only requirement over here is we would need a Power BI Pro license. So to get that content pack, there are two ways. Either we can share it using create a content pack like this. We can select the dashboards, we can select the report. For example, I want to do demo dashboard and I only want to pass this data. I want to enter my name, okay, and this I would say demo content pack, and I would say demo content pack. So if your admin has permitted creation of content pack, it would allow you to do this. It has allowed you to create your content pack. So if you go back and you say view content pack, the content pack what you've built is available over here. So this is one way of doing, and when you click on the content pack, what would you see? So when you say view content pack, you can say edit. This is the content what the user will be able to view, right? And the other users would get this over here. So this is the content pack sharing. Again, we can create another content pack as well. This is the overall group storage which is owned by us. This is how out of the 10 GB limit, 26 MB is being used. This is how it is. You can add, remove the contents over here. When you add or share the dashboard, everything appears under shared with me option. So things which I have shared comes over here, right? This is the shared with me option. Any apps what I have built or I have shared with, it comes under the app option. Okay. So content pack are more like a combination or a earlier version of an app wherein you select the dashboard and its related report and the data sets are given to the end users for their consumption, and it appears under shared with me or under view content pack option in their logins. Now the next option over here is Power BI app. Power BI app, like we saw, we built an app and it's a best way to share the app with end users. So what Microsoft does is it generates an application wherein the user would see its relevant content. So you can always visualize your data as in as per the end user's need, you keep creating apps and the user will come on the same app and probably view the dashboard as they would only those dashboards which you have permitted the user to view. So app is a more evolved version of an content pack and it gives you an option of an application appearing on your mobile phone, and therefore it becomes handy for end users to consume it fast in a very effective manner. Shared with external user is recent addition which Microsoft has added. In this, you can add the content, you can share the content with the users not part of your organization. But for this, you have to have an admin portal option which enables this. So you cannot share till your tenant settings under admin portal is enabled. So which in turn enables the sharing with external user. So it's an MS Office administrator who will be able to give you access to share it with other users or no. But however, if that option is available and already enabled by your admin, what you need to do is you will have to ideally select this. Probably let's go back to this. You can say share and you will have to basically type a name which you want to share the access with. So you might say a personal email ID and I say it always gives you an option that it is outside the domain. It's a warning, it's not an option. You can share it and your dashboard has been shared with that user. However, it will not appear because it has been blocked by the end user. So it is as simple as sharing the content, and as wherever in the Power BI, wherever you see the option of share, you can use an external email provided your admin has given access to this option, right? Now, an interesting thing which I want to demo it to you is publish to web and embed option.